everybody, Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And it's finally here, the announcement we've all been waiting for. But before I get into this, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. And nah, we ain't sponsored by Kodansha. And nah, we ain't sponsored by Crunchyroll, which is where you can read simulpubs for the series I'm going to be talking about. I'm the only person that will bring it up. Hell, I brought it up on their Twitter page, too. I'm still not sponsored by them. And I am just a one-woman and adorable widow kitty who's passed out in front of me, operation struggling to keep a roof over our heads and praying to the almighty manga gods and anime gods we will not be homeless and sleeping on the streets. But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news and analysis like this video or live reactions, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Those links are in the description box below, as well as the link to the tweets we are going to be discussing in today's video. So, well, it finally happened. That being the anime adaptation of Four Knights of the Apocalypse happened. Yes, it did. And the timing of it was perfect because it is the 10-year anniversary of Nanatsu no Taizai, aka Seven Deadly Sins. And not only that, this is the chapter when, because I covered chapter 61 earlier, of where all four Knights of the Apocalypse are together, and we got confirmation where everyone fit in the prophecy. It feels good, and I love it. And I actually did an article for Bounding into Comics doing like little profiles for each of them. And I think I'm like the only person that's probably going to do that. I was going to include Arthurian lore up in there, but I was like, nah, that'd be too much for the people. The people wouldn't understand it and wouldn't appreciate it. So I did I did like little profiles and I included the manga pages. So there you go. So I did something no one else is probably going to do. Hopefully it gets appreciated. But you know what? For the sake of this, maybe I should why not? Maybe I should pull that up at least. Why didn't I pull up the article that I did if they are not editing it? Hopefully they are, because I'd like to have it up on Bounding, because I worked my ass off on it. It's not up yet, so I can look at it. So this morning, the adaptation for Four Knights of the Apocalypse was announced, and we got a beautiful color spread with the Sins facing off against the four knights. We got Gawain, we got Tristan, we got Lancelot, and we got our boy Percival here. They're looking so adorable, and I love the placement in particular of where Gawain is, because where Gawain's at is you have her facing off against Diane, Escanor, and Merlin, and I feel like it's done on purpose because I feel like that's where Nakaba got inspired by with the designs, for the design for Gawain, because look at her. I mean, she is given that, like, Merlin attitude. She's got the power of fucking Escanor, and she is tall and statuesque, like Diane. So, I am on to you, Nakaba. I am on to you. And, yeah, my girl Gawain, she's an equal opportunity lover. She is, just like her Arthurian counterpart. And I love it. I love her. Let's see. So it said here on the color spread, it said the Seven Deadly Sins series 10th anniversary, the 10th the TV animation decision for Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Four Knights of the Apocalypse. Finally, all Horsemen of the Apocalypse, all members assembled. Yes. And busy the fourth pathetic knights, Gawain. Yes, I'm so happy they're all here. I am. And there's also the visual, which looks so good. It's Percival and Meliodas, and I feel like we've seen this jacket before. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's the same jacket Meliodas wore near the end of the manga when we were seeing into the future, or something similar to that. I swear it looks like it. That looks like that jacket. I'm gonna have to double check it, but that looks exactly like that, or almost exactly, if not just similar to that jacket. And if that's the case, Nakaba, I see you. Because remember, when I covered that, I remember covering that chapter. I'm like, as soon as I saw that chapter, I was like, we are getting a sequel. Knew it then and there we were getting a sequel. But there's another reason why I kind of want to go through this as well, because there was something I realized as I was writing this. And obviously we have a Percival here. Let's go over this too. We're gonna go over each knight here. So we got Percival, who is the Knight of Death, and obviously the main protagonist, and has the rare overpower. He is overpowered. Let's be real, the hope magic, and which is obviously makes sense because it's the polar opposite of death, and the hope magic taps into his comrade's hope in him to increase his aura, to create golems that do like various things such as healing, and we saw that shit. We did when in the fight against, especially in the fight against Ironside, and then we saw death. Well, also before I forget, there was Pelagard saying that he might have a hero. Magic as well. Dude, let's be real. That is Nakaba getting out of way of Nakaba power. You know this. But anyways, but with Percival's the only one that we've seen their apocalyptic magic in action, which is death. And it was so cool. This was back in what chapter was this? I have it written right here. In chapter 55, when this motherfucker Cheon, he was a little bitch, and he fucked with Percival. He did. And when Percival was in this deep pit of loneliness and despair, life force came out. So yes, when they say he's the Knight of Death, he's the Knight of Death. He means it. Oh my god. Yes. Then we got my baby Lancelot. Now Lancelot is one we have to talk about in particular. I gotta pull up the, because I didn't put it in here, because I didn't want it to be longer than it already was, this article. But I have to pull up the chapter because it'll bug me if I don't. Okay. So this right here. Because this is we have to talk about chapter 59 here in regards to Lancelot. God damn, Lancelot's at the cover of the new volume. Oh, he looks so good. That's my baby. So obviously we know that he is the Knight of War, but out of the Knights of the Apocalypse, and he is like the spitting image of Bond and Elaine. But here's where things are interesting. And I should have talked about it when I covered chapter 59. Is at the end of Seven Deadly Sins Side Story 6, The Rainforest Invites the Beginning. This is when 10-year-old Lancelot and Jericho disappeared. We had no idea what the fuck happened. Because Nakaba stated at the end of the chapter that he returns as the Prince of the Lake, which based on what Guinevere said in chapter 59, I think we're going to get to later in the series. Right here, this is why I think so. Is because of what, after she kissed him and all that. And that actually, now that I think about it, remember what Percival's grandpa even said back in chapter 1 about the maiden at the lake and shit. Guinevere. Here it is. I may be a kid now. By the time you turn 20, I'll be 16. What did you think? First kiss for both of us, right? He goes to looking like, you little girl, I got experience with kissing, okay? You shouldn't count getting kissed on the forehead by your master, you know? And then she said this because, he got all pissy about reading my mind. You are reading my mind, you bastard. No, like I said, I don't have that power. So how are you going to explain this? I just asked you about a lot of things, so I know. Your father's favorite expressions, what you and your master did at the lake, and a lot more. She knows. I'm telling you, we're going to find out about the Prince of the Lake. We're going to get to that story up in this bitch. But when it will be, it's going to be way further down the line because of what Guinevere said when Lancelot turns 20 and she turns 16. And I think it has something to do with tying it into the Arthurian lore as well for Guinevere and Lancelot as well. Nakaba, I see what you're doing. I don't know why I didn't see it then, but I'm glad I'm so glad I had to write this article on Four Nights of the Apocalypse because it actually made me think I did the profiles like this because it just was like, wait a minute, it makes sense. Then here's the thing that speaking of, we need to find out because Nakaba hasn't really answered this question. When are we gonna? What happened between when he disappeared at the end of the side story and when he came back to Lyonesse, which again is something I think we're gonna get in this. It's gonna be in the series. The question is when though? Is it gonna be like before we see Guinevere at the lake when Lancelot is 20, when they're 20, or is it going to be sooner than that? That's going to be very interesting to find out. But I want to know, god damn it. No. Meh. But yeah, you guys all know this whole spiel. If you're all cut up with the manga, you know that Meliodas has assigned Lancelot to be a sneaky little bastard and go find the rest of the knights, and he has the ability to turn into a fox, aka the symbol of his Papa Bon, because he admires his Papa Bon, and he also did it to avoid detection from the Knights of Chaos. Yeah, and he's basically, and I love that he is the enigmatic shapeshifter of a boy. Yes. And then we got Tristan. Tristan, I feel so bad for you because you're getting that shitty movie, or that shitty animation for the movie, because Nakaba is supposedly writing the original story for it, but we'll see. So Tristan is the knight of pestilence, or the plague, for the four knights. And what's cool with what I do like about Tristan, I'm not gonna lie, is that, well, obviously he's the son of Meliodas and Elizabeth, obviously, but I do like that he has the ability to use both his goddess and demon powers at the same time. I think that's so boss. But woohoo! It is going to be very interesting to see how it is utilized with his power of the plague. Because he can fly and unleash pure darkness. Well, pestilence is plague, so he could do a shit ton of stuff, and he could do it from the air. I can't wait to see what pestilence looks like and what the plague looks like from him. That's gonna be amazing as hell. He's the prince with holy and dark power. Yeah. But yeah, in regards to Tristan's movie, it's a 2-part movie. I covered this too. titled The Seven Deadly Sins Grudge of Edinburgh. I fucking hate this animation. I really hope that this isn't gonna be the please for the love of God, please don't be the art and animation for Fortnite's Apocalypse. Please, not Nakaba. I am begging you for the love of God, Kodansha. I'm begging you for the love of fucking gods. Please switch studios. This manga deserves the world. Get this one over to like the JoJo people, because this manga is Dragon Ball meets JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It needs to have that production team on it. I'm just saying. Then we got our new queen. Because let's be real. Gawain is that bitch. She is the queen. She is the master of the sun. Gawain, aka the night of famine, the night of starvation, and she is such a beast. I love her. And I just realized this. Doesn't she kind of give anyone else like some Sailor Saturn realness? Does that? I really hope. No, I actually said that before. I really hope that. I did say that. That I hope this was some Sailor Saturn realness. I said this like last week. Now I think about it. I hope that this is some Sailor Saturn realness going on with Gawain. I really am hoping that this is Sailor Saturn realness, because that's what I've been getting from her. And if it is, I will be happy. If it's not, then it is what it is. But and what I mean by Sailor Saturn realness is that when she is not in, rapture form or whatnot, she's a woman. But when she's in full-on rapture form, when she is in full-on night of an apocalypse, when she's using her powers of a famine, then that's when she turns into a man. If that is what we're going for, Nakaba, I will be pleased. I will love it if that's what you're going to go for. That's what I think would make the most sense with this. I'd love to see it. It would be so goddamn cool, and it'd be badass as hell. I want to know what you guys think about that. I mentioned in my video last week, but this is a separate video. This is for people that probably have never, that are not, I don't know if people are fully up to date, but yeah, I'm very curious what you guys think in regards to Gawain. I love her, though. I love the Master of the Sun. Because, like, at the beginning, it said that it was good, they were all boys. So that's why I'm like, maybe the prophecy, like, I know Pelagard said, man, I mean woman, but what if that is still the case, though? I still feel like this could be some Sailor Saturn realness. I kind of really want it to still be Sailor Saturn realness. I do! Please, Nakaba, please do Sailor Saturn realness. I needs it. Or Starlights, too. You can make it's Starlights and Sailor Saturn, technically. But I would like that. I just think it would so work. It would look awesome. And what's going to be very interesting here, we don't know if Gawain is a lesbian. We don't know if she's just equal opportunist, aka bi. We don't know. She ain't hitting on them other nights. Nah, she was hitting on Isolde. So, and we know, based on our Arthurian lore, Gawain's a pickup artist. Gawain loved the ladies. He a ladies man. And yeah, he got them powers of the sun. So having it Nakaba go the Gawain route, or since we're doing a Master of the Sun thing, it totally works. But making Gawain a woman is just very intriguing, and I kind of like it. I do. But I almost forgot the other thing. So, the other thing that Gawain has here is golden magic. Which, again, it's very much like Escanor in that way. But goddamn, it just makes me think of Super Saiyan. It does. And I don't remember where I read this, but I know I read somewhere that Nakaba did get inspired by Dragon Ball for Four Nights of the Apocalypse. And I said it from the start. I fucking saw it. This manga is straight up Dragon Ball meets JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and of course meets Taizai, and I'm not mad at it. It's giving what it needs to give, and I like this manga so much. I mean, look at her. Look at her. I mean, Yamcha even said she's cool. Look at that. I mean, Dottie. Dottie said she's cool. Dude, look at Anne. Anne just like, yeah. Yeah, dude, all the ladies want Gawain. I'm down with this. Dude, Gawain looks so bomb. Look at her sparkle. Like the Super Saiyan she is. I'm very curious what you guys think. We don't know who is doing it yet. I think I don't know if no, the voice actors, I don't think Tristan's voice actor, I don't know if it's gonna be the same one as as the one in the Edinburgh movie. I think it is though. I think that it's gonna be the same one as the Edinburgh movie. So we'll have to wait and see for sure for that. But for the most part, I'm really excited. That I'm really happy that means more people are gonna read Four Nights of the Apocalypse. Or at least I hope so. Because this manga is so good. People have been sleeping on this one. But for the love of God, please get it out of Studio Dean's hands. Please. Get it into the JoJo people. Get into David Productions' hands. Let them do it. Get the JoJo team on this. Please. Please, I am begging you. Either get the JoJo team or the Made in Abyss team on this one. They will do this series justice. Oh my god, if we had the... Can you imagine if we had the Made in Abyss team on this one? Oh my god, if we had the Made in Abyss team on Four Nights of the Apocalypse? Oh my god, it would be badass as hell. Oh my god, it'd be so badass. Can we get that, please? Give me either the Made in Abyss team or get the JoJo team on this shit, and I would be stoked. But I'm very curious what you guys think. Four Nights readers, are you happy? Are you very happy? Or are you scared? I'm both. I'm happy because more people are going to read the manga, but I'm scared because I don't want it to be in Studio Dean's hands. I don't want it to be bastardized. Please just give it to like the JoJo team or the Made in Abyss team. I know people are going to say, what about UFO Table? I don't know. I don't know if I would give it to the Demon Slayer team. I don't know. Because... reason why I say this is why I say especially like the Made in Abyss team, because there's this beautiful there's that fucking dragon. Oh, there's that goddamn dragon, and there's all that detail in the goddamn chaos. Ah, please give this to the Made in Abyss team or JoJo team. I will be forever grateful if this happens. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What you guys think of the anime announcement, what you guys think of the nights themselves, which one's your favorite out of the four nights. It's a toss-up between Lancelot and Gawain right now for me, but I love me some Lancelot. I do. But goddamn, Gawain is such a boss bitch. I love her. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what I'm doing. I want to help keep this channel alive and kicking so I can keep bringing you more manga and anime content. A few ways you can do that, especially Four Nights content, because shit, I've been covering it since chapter 1. A few ways you could do that: donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something on my Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend me on PlayStation Network, that's in the description box below. Till next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later.